Ladies and gentlemen, we have got Dragon Tan, our real estate specialist, on the channel today. Let's all welcome him. Yeah,
Thank you, thank you. Long time no see, ladies and gentlemen.
his business 做大了, and that's the problem, right? He's now has an agency, a lot of people to take care of. 凶 or not?
Very strong, so I need to consult your advice on how to manage people or people
So,
management.
so most importantly is that after 2 months of his busy schedule, I managed to extract him from his work to come to our channel and have a chance to talk to us about what's going on in the real estate market right now. Now he's on the ground. He has got, I don't know, how many agents do you have working for you now?
I think by 1st January next year, we have around official, definitely more than 100, around 110 to 120.
Very important. Okay. But through all his agent and himself, they have the pulse of the market. And that's very important because we are not in the real estate market, we want to know the pulse of what's happening, right? So today, Dragon, we're gonna find out from you what's happening right now. Real estate market, things are happening, things are exciting, but we should really take this chance to really understand some of the things happening, the policies and things like that. So let's start with overall HTB market first, because this is the one that everyone is surprised, right? The price just go up and up and up and up and up. So do you feel it on the ground also?
Okay, typically for the HDB resale transaction, I think that we still have a very healthy volume here. As of third quarter this year, we have around 22,000, which I will foresee and estimated that we have easily hit 28 to 29,000 by the end of this year, 2024, which will supersede last year transaction, 2023, which is around 26,000.
So our sales transaction for resale has gone up. Do you feel on the ground?
Yes, it is. So it depends on the unit type that is very popular.
What is popular right now?
For the first timer, likelihood they are going for a resale 4-room flat because there's more grant that's been offered to the 4-room flat as well.
Oh, I
At the
see.
same time, for private property owner who are more than 55 years old, when they sell their private property and they want to downgrade for both above 55, they can only go to 4-room flat and below. So it becomes that the 4-room flat is the so-called
Hottest.
the hottest, is the target box. Yeah.
Why can't the downgraders from the condo and landed property go for 5 room and executive?
There was a measures that was introduced around two years ago, 1.5 years to 2 years ago, stating that a private property owner who sold their private property, they need to wait out for 15 months before they can go for 5-room flat or before they can go for HDB. But you can go for 4-room flat and below if both of you are 55 years old and above.
Oh, I didn't know this. So if you are 55 and above, you can straightaway go to after selling a condo or landed, you can straightaway go to a 4-room flat and
Correct.
below.
In fact, it was mentioned back then during our previous video, probably 1.5 years, 2 years back.
Really?
And probably some of the viewers you have forgotten. So this
I
is
forgot.
because we have a lot of policy ongoing, from the MND. Yeah. And that's why probably this considered a refresher or refreshment.
Oh, so 4-room flat and below, condo downgrades can immediately buy after they sell, but 5-room and above, they can wait for 15 months.
Not that. It's just that they can buy 4-room flat as well as smaller units if both are above 55 years old. Has to be built above. Both has to be above. It cannot be just only one party.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. And of course, for bigger units, you have to wait for 15 months.
Exactly.
Wow.
So if let's say you want to, you're below 55 years old, you own private property, today you sell, lucky or not, you need to find a place for transit, rental, or stay with your parents over the next 15 months.
Most of the sellers of condo and landed property, I would imagine quite a significant chunk of them, if they want to so-called downgrade to HDB, downsize to HDB, let's say it's downside HDB, most of them will be quite old already. Yeah, 足够了, enjoy enough life already.
These are the people who have probably they enjoy the property appreciation over the last 20 years. So this is an opportunity for them to so-called cash out for retirement. And they're in their late 50s to 60s and even 70s.
I see. Okay.
And that's why you find HDB, right, hitting 1.5 million, 1.2 million, 1.7 million.
That's ridiculous, man.
Definitely, the chance that is from first timer is slim. So likelihood these are from the landed property owner who right size or downsize to HDB unit, as well as for private property owner.
I see. Okay. So HDB remain hot. So largely because the first timers are all going to a 4-room flat, and the property the private property downsizer has actually also home in this segment. And do you expect this trend to go on?
I expect this trend to go on, because based from the movement from the ground, the demand for the 4-room flat is quite hot, and of course, for the overall the HDB, the demand for the HDB is hot as well. For example, the recent Bidadari, the MOP, we start to see transaction is 1.1, 1.2 million, even for the
4-room.
4-room flat,
Bidadari,
which is expected.
where
The
is
one at
Bidadari?
Potong Pasir
Ha,
area.
not even.
The Bishan, what is known as the next Bishan to be, because it used to be a cemetery.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Mount
So
Vernon.
it is true that some next to be some previous cemetery here actually have have hot demand, right?
It is historically is proven what is used to be a cemetery, right? Will be the Wangdi.
So Tengah there, last time is Bulim Cemetery, yeah. Now
Oh,
they're building a good buy
correct.
there.
I just
Okay.
came from there also.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So HDB going hot and expected to continue to be hot. And let's ask a question right now on private property. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Condo first. Okay. Condo first. What's the situation in condo? I saw the market. The condo is kind of flattish in terms of price, right? What's the feel on the ground?
Okay, so for the mass market condo is correlated to the performance of the resale HDB. It seems like the total number of transaction of HDB this year will supersede last year, and a lot of these are upgraded. They after the disposal of their HDB, likelihood they'll be going for the upgrading of condo. Hence, I can see that the condo transaction in the resale market, likelihood we're going to supersede as what is being transacted last year in 2023.
I
So far, last year was around 12,600.
12,600. Okay.
This year, right, by 2024, third quarter, we have around more than 11,000
So you'll probably end up around the
in
same
terms
time.
of resale and sub-sale. So I guess that by end of the year, we should have around 14,000 to 15,000.
I see.
Correct. So it seems like the numbers, the volume transaction are going up.
I see.
And of course, there's been news. It's proven, right, that the Fed has cut the rates by 50 basis points.
Okay.
There's another basis point to go. And then by 2026, overall, they want to cut by 250 basis points. So I think that in terms of private property, the purchaser, they are more financial savvy. Even despite the fact that the interest rate has been up and been rising or exploding explosively, the market is still on an uptrend. So right now, the rates are going down. Why should they not buy? So it also ground back to the income level, of the property upgrader as well. If the income, so it is very important that we need to know what is the top 10% and top 20%. I have mentioned in the previous video over here with Mr. Lu that the top 10% household income is around 31,000 and above. That was based on 2 years statistic, the statistics based on 2 years back. So the top 20% is around 22,000. So these are the category of people who are upgrading. Yeah. So it's true that the top 10 and top 20% total household income, they're doing relatively quite well and probably affluent. And that's explained why the property market, in the private resale condo is still moving and aging up. So it's correlated to the household income. If the household income continue to goes up every year, likelihood we will see that the price will continue to age up as well.
Most of movements are all driven by local purchasers.
Local
Is there a
purchaser.
lot of foreigners
Okay.
movement in these places?
Okay, for places like the luxury market, like for example, the Wharton House, as well as Mayer Blue. All right.
Where are these places?
Okay, one is
Wharton Estate.
Wharton. Mayer Blue is the one at Mayer Road, near to Katong. Part of the Katong Estate as Katong area. Another one is at the Wharton Estate, which we know.
Yeah.
Typically is that we will see a lot of buyers who are the new Singapore citizens. We have a lot of foreigners who gotten their PR. These are the people who probably gotten new PR or citizenship. They want to save on the ABSD. And that's where they buy in this luxury market.
Not a lot, right?
I would say the numbers are a lot, but there's definitely there are a group of these foreigners who are waiting for, of course, they're rich foreigner. They're waiting for their PR, and eventually for the PR, they may not be buying, they're waiting for the new Singapore citizenship.
Have you encountered some of them?
I've seen them in the show flat, and
Wow.
什么是讲华语的. So imagine that the show flat is 讲华语的
Really?
in a Walton House itself.
Yeah. Wow.
So very interesting. Rather than English, speak mostly the Chinese and Mandarin. The
So
presentation.
mainly Chinese.
Correct. But
CP.
foreigner will not buy, just paying that 60% ABS.
So it's not-
It don't make sense.
So it's not true that we think that foreigners are so stupid and they will just pay the ABSD even whatever price it is.
Correct. And of course, we have more than around 1,004 to 1,006 family office that's been
Sure.
set up in Singapore.
Sure.
So all these family office are actually so-called from various countries. They just park their money here, 30 million, 50 million. They call it 家办 in Chinese. So these are the people who probably they're doing well. They create employment of significant economic contribution to Singapore, creating employment. So eventually, after years of waiting, they apply PR. So these are the people who liao one.
Oh,
Correct.
okay.
But they are not competing with us in the OCR
Don't worry,
or
we
RCR.
welcome them.
Don't worry.
带你的钱进来，我们是欢迎
They
你的。
buy
We
office
welcome you.
building, they create employment, which I
Yeah.
think the government is doing quite a good job in attracting all these high net worth people into Singapore.
Okay, very good. Okay, so what about mass market condo?
Mass market condo, I still think that you do relatively well next
Okay.
year as well.
Okay.
Because a lot of the prices or our property market is actually it's not affected by external factor like what is happening in Israel, Gaza, or probably the war fighting in Ukraine and Russia. No,
Nobody give a shit.
it's actually most of our property market, the sentiment is adversely impacted by government measure. If the government measure is very harsh, LTV, loan to value, there's sudden reduction from probably 75% to 50%.
Sure.
TDSR, probably
Yeah.
they tighten. What it used to be 60%, right now it's 55%, they tighten to 40%. Probably the market will tweak. But I don't
More
think
EBSD.
I don't think government will do that because you've seen in China when the property market bubble bursts, the whole economy is right now very jialat. So it's proven. So I think property markets settle. Government still prefer a gradual increment, which I think that we are very solid because our government is very stable. Policy is good.
So in short, we don't expect markets to actually crash or things like that, and expect even a gradual increase. So I think we will have a decently healthy property market in both the private property in all areas and also the HDB as well. I would say that, what about landed?
Landed, of course, just now you mentioned to me there was price
Small drop.
Overall demand is still good. It's still good in the market. I've seen on the ground. I've seen quite a number of fellow colleagues and agents closing deals in landed over the last few months. The demand is still there. I still feel that the demand overall is still healthy. Just that because landed is very gray. It depends on the land size. Plus the building itself. So you're not purely selling a land. You're selling both a land and a building. Because some landed transaction is just pure old building, which need to tie down. So it's based on a land price. While landed transaction can be very great because it can be a mixture of land with a brand new building.
Or an old building that
or the old building that they need to be demolished.
Yeah.
So the pricing seems to be very gray.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But landed has a lot of attributes.
I see.
Definitely, some it plays on number as well. Some people are very particular about number. Some people are very particular about Chong law. Encounter. And then Chong law, the Chong law.
What's Chong law?
Chong law means that it's something like a T junction, and this land is facing a T junction. Or probably it's like a cul-de-sac and it's just facing the Chong law.
I see.
So is it very easy to sell? Quite challenging.
Price,
But I've sold before.
Oh, really?
I sold to Amor, Amor and a Singaporean couple. So they are more Amor Taiwan. So they are not Pantan.
I see.
So nothing can be unsold.
So in short, HTB is currently right now kind of flattish. Is it because it's too expensive?
Not really. I think the demand is still there.
Really?
Government is very generous with grant as well. And then you see the recent BTO exercise is still oversubscribed, meaning that there's a strong demand. Oversubscribed, it's not undersubscribed. Meaning that people who couldn't get this BTO, they will go back to resale. And every time when there is a BTO exercise going on, the resale market will get quiet down for that 1-2 months until that result is out.
Then
it's always a pattern.
There are a lot of young people. I didn't get. Buy resale.
So if you ask me when is the best time to buy resale, when the BTO exercise is ongoing, and then the market has quieted down. So probably the seller kanchong one maybe is more open to negotiate the pricing with you.
Ooh,
probably that's one tip as well.
That's an interesting tip, right? Okay. What about rental market right now?
Rental market depend on sector to sector. Rental market overall is still correlate to our population growth. I think our population, okay, every year September, the population statistic will be out. Our population actually increased from 5.92 million last year to 6.04 million. So meaning that it has increased 120,000, of which I think 90,000 is foreigner. So these foreigner, they couldn't buy, they have to rent. So it depends on sector to sector. If you're talking about D19, District 19, the rental I think quite cui. Because over the last one...
Where is District 19?
District 19 is like Serangoon, Sengkang, Punggol, Hougang area.
I see.
Very cui. Reason is because there's a lot of projects that's being TOP.
Oh,
like Sengkang Grand.
supply over.
Yes,
Supply came out a lot.
Sengkang Grand Residences, this Florence Residences, 1,000 plus unit, Riverfront, 1,000 plus unit, and this Florence. So few thousand unit in one particular district TOP. So there'll be oversupply of rental. So typically the rental actually quite sweet in D19. The price is dropped. But for places like Clementi, we call it 学房区. So a lot of tertiary education there. The demand among the students is very strong.
I see.
So how about Jurong itself? Jurong also very strong because of the large employment catchment area. Jurong Island, the Tuas area. There's a lot of high, it's highly populated in terms of employment catchment area.
Maybe I should move to Malaysia and rent out HDB.
So when you buy in this area, your rental is very stable, very secure.
If I rent out this HDB, how much do I get?
Well, I will check it out, but easily 4,000 and
You
above.
kidding?
Easily. I will check it out here.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, easily.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
Easily because EM.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's digression. Rental is now, gradually coming. But what about HDB rental?
HTB rental. HTB rental. Okay, interestingly is that HTB rental has quieted down as well.
Oh, wow.
Depend area to area.
Okay.
You take more effort, more marketing effort, as well as a longer duration to get the HDB to rent that out as compared to the past. But probably one weekend you have 20 to 30 plus group who view the unit. Correct.
Wow. Okay.
But right now, probably you still get rent out, so it's a matter of pricing, it's a matter of time. Overall, I think that we are in this stabilizing phase. The oversupply will be sort out soon because solo the population continue to grow. So you see that over the last 1 year, population grew by 120,000.
Sure.
So right now we're 2024, and we have 6 more years to 2030. So imagine if every year is 120,000, 6 years we'll have 720,000. So easily we're going to reach 6.7 million.
Wow.
Meaning that what the government promised in the white paper, they will deliver.
I see.
By 2030, 6.7 million.
Wow. Okay.
So so long Singapore is getting populated, of course we have to grow. If we don't grow, our economy also jialat. I guess that the prospect overall is still look pretty positive to me. I'm not bullish, but I think that common sense lah.
So in a nutshell, our probably trend is
It's 我一边吃一边做 video.
Go ahead.
I'm having
So
this bird nest by Mrs. Lu. You see, 哇，
第一个food 的四大天王啊。
四大天王啊！哇，我好命嘞，我好命嘞，来这边有燕窝可以吃。
All right.
Okay, thank you. 哇，谢谢你师母。哇，来这边有燕窝可以吃。
Try the bird nest.
哇。
Okay, hot. Okay, hot.
Wow.
This
pure bird nest.
Yeah, pure bird nest.
Okay.
Not bottled, not pure bird nest.
Good.
Yeah.
哇，我好命嘞。口服。
Okay. So anyway, so in a nutshell, what we have is the market of both the HTB and condo is likely to be stable.
Very stable.
Okay. Potential HTB continue its bull run.
Right.
And barring any economic uncertainty whatsoever, all will be healthy because the Fed is going to cut the interest rates.
Yes.
And government is unlikely to shock the market with anything drastic because they also want to protect the overall economy from crashing and things like that. So you do think that all should be good for 2025 as well.
Unless something drastic happen, which I don't have a crystal ball. On the ground, I've spoken to quite a number of buyers who are into new launches. In fact, I've told Sifu, wow, this week is the crazy week in my life.
Why are there so many launches they are launching right now and they're all like hitting record? Why are people buying launches?
We have six launches this week.
Sure.
I will say preview. There's only one project that's EC. So EC is Novo Place. I have buyers on hand. Next will be EOK, Emerald of Katong. I love Emerald of Katong as well. In fact, I'm looking at Emerald of Katong myself. and my teammate as well, they're looking at it. And then we have Trump Park, also very hot. Right now, they are there, queuing up for hours before they can go into the show flat. And then we have this Union Square town area. So different level, different class of people buying. We have this one a collective at One Sophia, the previous Peace Center, Peace Mansion, where there's a previous nightclub is there.
Wow.
Sophia Road. Okay, so these are the CBD area. So we still have Nava Grove.
That's a lot, man.
So Ulubat, so 6. So typically, agents are doing project, right? They'll be it's just like you're going for war, but you're going for 6 better at one go. So a lot of agents will tend to be overstretched during this period. But why is it has to be launched during this period? It's because if the developer never launched over this week and next week, right? We call it the golden period or 黄金时期, right? The whole Singapore is going for vacation soon. I booked my air ticket as well. But luckily, I don't book 2 weeks later. I book 4 weeks later. Some of my fellow colleagues have actually booked the air ticket, right, to China 2 weeks later. Where
are you going?
They're going to. For me, I'm going to Taiwan.
Wow,
I'm going to bring
nice.
my family, my uncle, auntie to Yunting, Genting Highland. So I'm going for a cruise as well. So it's full of activity going on. So
a lot of launches are trying to catch this wave before all the Singapore buyers all travel overseas.
Yes.
And therefore this week we have 6 launches.
And filling which, right, every launch will have to come after the Chinese New Year next year. I think that's too long because anything can happen in between. So I think that the overall response in the market is still very hot.
Why is that so? Okay, can you tell me who are the people who buy new launches? Are they trying to wait until you get TOP, then they sell and make a huge profit? Or they are really genuinely trying to buy something and stay? What is the profile of a typical buyer?
On hand, I have 5 to 6 groups who are still in the midst of discussion. Most of them are the private property owner, and they're planning to do decoupling to own second unit. So in fact, there are couples in the market. Probably their first property has earned the first pot of gold. They want to do decoupling and going for their second property. Likelihood is for rental, or probably they want to buy new launch because upon the TOP 3 years later, they just want to sell for a profit. There are people doing that. So these are the group of people that I encounter. If not, they have sold their private condo. They are renting right now. So they want to pick and choose.
When you buy resale condo?
People who love brand new always love brand new. Like why people
buy new car versus
buy new car, buy bags from premium mall, brand new rather than resale. There's a reason. Brand new. Like my wife loves brand new as well. Yeah. So people preferably number one choice, they can afford, they go for brand new. Unless you cannot afford.
That's true.
I have to be blunt here. If I cannot afford an iPhone brand new because it's very expensive, I'll go for resale probably from ABC shop elsewhere. It's much cheaper. So this is the human mentality. Yeah, you understand their mindset.
Yeah, buy new flat, buy new.
And new things is always X.
I see. Okay, that's interesting, right? So these are interesting things that are happening right now in Singapore. Any questions that you have from Dragon Tan and you need his real estate service or from his team's real estate service, please contact him. Don't contact me. I'll put his mobile number somewhere around here so you can reach out to him. Excellent real estate service that you can get from him. But more importantly, he's one person that we are very grateful because you always feel the pulse for us and so on. We hope to get you more often on our channel, but you are now very busy. Yeah.
Always free for you. You?
All right. Thank you. Right. So how's the bird nest?
Bird nest. 不错嘞. 15 minutes, within 15 minutes, 师母 did this. Very 感动嘞. Come here, 师母帮我. Buy this bird nest for me.
This is my new business, right? 让世界没有吃不起的燕窝.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very 高, very concentrated.
And it's not expensive, right?
Very 高. Very 高.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining us. And we look forward to meeting you again. May you do well in your real estate business. And we'll see you in 1 month's time or so.
Okay, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.